OBS fucking crashed. So I'm gonna have to do I was streaming for like 2 minutes and then it crashed. So I'm sorry if that happened. Also, I'm gonna take my jacket off because fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna keep it on actually. I don't care. Okay. Needle and a pin cushion. Because we need to cut out this ear with scissors. Also, yes, I'm aware there is a very bright light behind me and you can't see me holding up the scissors properly. Yeah, I just gotta live with that. Because that's the light I use to see. And if I don't use it to see, then I can't see. It, even though it's kind of bright out here when it's bright outside, it is still, the light is needed. The light is still needed. Okay, I'm ready to put a seam allowance this time. Hey. Hey, seam allowance. Although my scissors are being very wonky. Nay, wonky scissors. Is my hot glue gun on? Yes. Should it be on? Probably not. Am I going to turn it off? No. Because as I explained last stream, I am very impatient. And because of that, I need to keep it on. I have that Jack Stauber song stuck in my head, but instead of like the actual song, it's the autistic version. It's the autistic version. It's not even a different version. It's just like putting like different lyrics in it, even though because it sounds like these lyrics, even though it isn't really those lyrics. So it's just like autistic heartbreak, autistic food, autistic good. Okay, and we have felt that we need to brush out. Just gotta keep brushing it. I'm not gonna do it against the concrete this time because I hated the noise it made last time. Although I do need to sit differently or else I will in fact die. So, yeah, this brushing out is going interestingly. Just gotta stab myself in the tips of my fingers, ow, to get it all. I need to get, I'm gonna talk about random shit now. I need to get a capture card for not only my DS, but my Nintendo Switch. I know it's technically modding your Switch, and that's technically against Nintendo TOS, but I also genuinely don't give a fuck. Nintendo can go suck its own ass. Alright, hooray, we got an ear. Well, half an ear. So, yeah, I want to do streams on my Switch and my DS Lite, so I'm gonna have to probably get a capture card installed. I might not even do it for my DS because it was so expensive. Well, the Switch was really expensive too, but like, it's very hard to find DSs nowadays because they're no longer being made. So, and Switches are still being made, so if something gets fucked up, I mean, it's easier to replace a Switch than the DS. Also, if I'm wrong about that, please tell me. Please tell me if they are still, like, making DSs, because that would be nice. That would be real nice. I will, like just comment it or something, because I don't check live chat. Not because I think I'm better than anyone, it's just because I am too lazy. Okay, it has been brushed out. Look at all this freaking fluff here. Big oof. Let's get these sewn together now. Alrighty. Gonna put the needle in my mouth. Right. This is the needle I use for embroidery, so it's gonna leave like slightly bigger holes. But it should still work, because I don't know where my other needle went. I can't remember if I've said that on this version of the stream yet or not. Because, of course, as I've said, OBS completely fucking crashed. And I don't know how long of that I was streaming. I'm hearing something drip from the ceiling, and honestly, I'm a little bit scared about what it is. Because, like, the ceiling not supposed to be making dripping noises, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So, I've been playing Animal Crossing lately. I think I said that on last stream. But I'm making, like, a scene core island because you don't see a lot of them. You see a lot of cottage core. And while I do love cottage core, it is just, um, there's just too much. There's just too much cottage core stuff that you can do. And you don't see a whole lot of Singapore Islands. So I am going to certainly not be the first, but one of the only. Yeah, I'm certainly not the first, because there's been a lot of people doing Singapore Islands in the past. It's just not as popular. It's not as a popular aesthetic, which is kind of sad. Like, it kind of deserves to be more popular. Like, it's cool. I love scene aesthetics. And so I like seeing core. Do I completely agree with core aesthetics replacing subcultures? Absolutely the fuck not. But you live with what you have. You know, you live with what you have. And there's nothing I can really do to change that, so. I'm gonna have to, like, cut this a little bit, I think. No, I might not have to. I might not have to. I might. I might. Actually, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to. They see me cutting, they hatin'. Wait, no. That is not what I meant to say. That is not what I meant. Pretend I didn't say that, please. Please pretend I didn't say that. Oh my god, that's horrible. They see me craft and they hate, and that's what I meant to say. Because, you know, people hate alter humans and furries so much for no reason, but anyway, holy shit. I'm thinking of getting into voice masculinization because fuck this. Fuck having a feminine voice, you know? I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't think I brushed this one out as much as I brushed the other one out. Cause like this is a lot harder to get a needle through. Like it's not difficult by any means, but it's definitely a lot more solid. I am sitting with my foot at a really weird angle and it is starting to hurt like hell. Like, it hurts so bad I have to physically lift my leg up, which is not fun, I must say. Disability hour. I'm fucking disabled. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. Like, physically, what's wrong with me? Pretty good idea what mentally is wrong with me, but I don't know, like, what is physically wrong with me. Because, like, it's not muscular, it's not skeletal, it's not, like, it's not just I need more exercise. It's not I just have low stamina, even though I do have low stamina. But that might be part of it, but that's not the whole reason. I mean, we're seeing if it's neurological, but we don't know. I have to get like an MRI, which is not gonna be fun, but they're going to sedate me. They are going to put me on drugs, which makes it uh, a lot easier to deal with the fact that I have to have that done because I have like I jerk a lot. I don't know if they're like ticks or not. Like not the bug, but like the neurological thing. I don't know what exactly it's called, but like I jerk a lot, and I don't think I've ever done it on stream. I think it might have happened like once last time, but I don't think ever on camera it has happened. I think like right before I started the camera last time. But it doesn't usually happen when I'm being filmed. Which I know sounds like a major like cop out, sort of like, oh, I'm faking it sort of thing. But it's just kind of, my body is so anxious. At least I think that's what's going on. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. In fact, I probably am, but who knows? Not me. You know when you get that like really bad like how do I explain, like wool pain? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Like when your pain like feels cold. I doubt y'all know what I'm talking about. Cause like whenever I've tried to explain this to people, they've been like heat, and I'm like, no, the exact opposite, and they're like, huh? They don't actually make that noise, except for maybe my mother. My mother and me like to make weird noises. We make weird noises at each other. We make weird noises on our own. Just weird noises, man. They're fun. They're fun. It's stress relief. It's stress relief, guys. That specific weird noise is something I learned from a friend. So if you're watching me, that one's your fault. That one's you. Cause I have autism and I fucking copy people all the time. It's why I say yeet now. It's why I like say some of the darndest things. It's because I copy people. I copy what people say, I copy what people do. I'm evil. I just copy like everything that other people do and say. Like, not everything, but like a lot of things, I think. A lot of the little things, man. Like, a lot of the little things I'll end up like copying, and it'll be weird, but it's only weird for the people I'm around. Because they're the only ones who don't understand what I'm saying. I do say the darndest things sometimes. Like the amount of times I've accidentally roasted the shit out of people. Like, okay, I'm not gonna give names, except for one because she ended up being a huge bitch, and it's kind of a common old lady name. But my grandma used to have this friend named Laura Lee. Yes, her name was Laura. And her middle name, I think, was Lee, but it might have just been Laura hyphen Lee. I I don't remember, and I don't care to remember. But we were out at a steakhouse once. It was either a steakhouse or Perkins. I can't remember. I also don't care. But I noticed that she was the one person at the table who didn't have glasses. And I mentioned it, and she's like, oh yeah, my eyes are the only thing that work. Because, she's an old lady. And then I saw her chewing her food, and my brain was like, this will be a perfect thing to say for some fucking reason. And I said, well, your mouth works too. My parents to this day will still laugh at me for that. They will still be like, oh, remember the time you accidentally roasted grandma's friend? And I'll be like, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Or I'll be the one to bring it up sometimes, like when I'm just kind of like talking about how I sometimes don't think before I speak. Sometimes, lol. I never think before I speak. Um, and I'll just be like, yeah, like remember the time I roasted Laura Lee? And I'll be like, yeah, yeah, I do actually. It's kind of like they will never forget. Although there is something that my mom said she never forgets that she has forgotten about because I asked her about it the other day. It's one of the very few memories I have in my early childhood. And it was back when we had like a Kindle and we lived in Wyoming. And I was like really small at the time. And I was playing on the Kindle before my dad had gotten up. My mom was at work, and my dad had gotten up and saw me on the Kindle and asked if I had permission to be on the Kindle. And I said, yeah, mom said I could. I don't know why the fuck I lied. To this day, I don't know why I said that. I don't know if I, like, it wasn't just because I wanted more time on the Kindle. That's all I know. It's like, I just said that. It was weird. And my dad drove me to Walgreens where they both worked, where my mom and dad both worked, and asked my mom, did you think Kip could get on the tablet? Or what the fuck was it again? Kindle? And my mom said, no. And my dad looked at me and said, are you sure? Are you sure that she said you could be on the Kindle? Now, me and my dad actually had a way better relationship at that time, so it was actually kind of funny. But it was also kind of embarrassing at the time. It's just funny to me now, but just imagine like this like 7-year old being like, yeah, mom said I could use Kindle. And my dad being like, are you sure about that? That is so fucking funny to me, man. Like, my dad was like, so you thought. So you thought you could get away with saying that mom let you play on the Kindle. And after that, they got me an Uno tab, and I never had to have permission to be on it because it didn't have internet. And my parents just like, yeah, go play. Like, I was never an iPad kid. I wasn't an Uno tab kid. I was fucking obsessed with that thing, but I wasn't like iPad kid level obsessed. Yeah, my parents were interesting. Were interesting when I was younger and continue to be interesting to this day. Yeah, my mom said she'd never forget that, and then she forgot. I reminded her of it the other day, and she's like, "What the fuck? I don't remember that." And I'm like, "You said you never forget." she's like, well, I forgot. So, thank you for reminding me. Oh, have I told y'all? I don't remember this myself, but I've been told about it. So I used to go to this school in Wyoming that had like a horrific special ed program. Like they were not equipped to do anything except for let them sit in a room all day and be quiet and play with some toys. That was what they needed to do, apparently. Even though, a lot of autistic people require, actual special education. A lot of neurodivergent and disabled people will require some sort of education. I mean, like, occasionally we do, like, 5+2 math, sort of math problems, but that was kind of it. But I remember my parents telling me about this, like, all the time. Like, they find it a little funny. I'm still not sure how to feel. Um, and I used to have a lot of meltdowns. And apparently during one of these said meltdowns, the principal had come in to the special ed room. And apparently in my little, like, 8-year-old rage, I threw a fucking desk at him. Okay, now I see why it's funny. I was like 8 years old and I threw a desk at somebody. Yeah, wow. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine seeing scrawny little ass me, 8 years old, with a fucking pixie cut, because that was what I had back then, and just fucking hauling ass. Like, I yeeted that desk at him. I've never had the strength to do that again. I've never had the upper body strength to do that. I don't know how I managed to fucking throw a desk. Holy shit. I don't know why it took me saying this out loud to finally understand why it was so fucking funny to them. Cause that is fucking funny. Like, fucking scrawny ass 8-year-old with a pixie cut just fucking yeeting this school desk at some random dude. I don't even think he pissed me off. I think he was just there to supervise. Make sure no one got hurt, and I just fucking threw a desk at him. I don't remember if I liked him or not. I remember there was this bald guy named Mr. White who I'd talk to sometimes. I don't know what his deal was. But he did have this like cardboard house that you could like draw and doodle on. It was like a coloring page, but on a huge, to me at least, cardboard house. And I remember loving it. I loved that shit. Was his name Mr. Blue or Mr. White? I can't fucking remember. Because I remember my pre-K teacher was named Mr. White. At least I think so. I don't know. All I remember is that I went to pre-K. I don't even know if the teacher was a guy or girl. Or like anything else beyond that. I don't fucking know. Now I have fucking Bezos 1 stuck in my head by Bo Burnham. Fucking hell. What the fuck, man? White boy jump scare. I've started saying that now, like just to myself. But I've literally just started saying white boy jump scare whenever I get jump scared by like a boy, especially a white boy, and I'm like white boy jump scare, and no one has ever questioned me on it. It's kind of funny that no one's ever questioned me on it because I do say it sometimes, and I've said it in front of people before, and apparently they just agree with me. Apparently these were like, yeah, that was a white boy jump scare. Either that or just they are too stunned to speak. Honestly, honestly, same. I'm also too stunned at myself to speak. Okay. How long have I been recording for? Half an hour? Well, streaming. Okay, I'm unplugging my hot glue gun. Because fuck that shit. Oh. I am just going to probably end stream here because I am fucking like tired, man. I'm fucking tired. Gotta go tell my dad, yeah, you can come out, to the garage now. Cause I didn't kick him out. He was like asleep, and I was like, hey dad, I'm going to go record in the garage. Please don't come out here. He was just kind of like, oh, okay. And then fell back asleep. Ow! Trying to do something here with this vase I have, but nothing is happening. This glue is not sticking well enough to this plastic. Just gotta remove it because it is just kind of hindering what is going on here. Anyway, as I'm still in the middle of just fucking trying my best. I am trying my best. Oh my god, that fan has finally stopped running. As like soon as I'm getting ready to end stream, the fucking background noise stops. Of course. Of fucking course. Why not? Why not? Okay. Alright. Goodbye. Goodbye, y'all. Oh my god. Ah!